Hey guys, it's me Jake from JakeMan21642. Today I've got a video for you of this 2013 Hyundai Veloster. This one is finished off in a black exterior. Outside, as you can see on this Veloster, you do have your fuel cap on the driver's side right here, as well as your body colored door handles, body colored mirrors. Up top, this one does have a sunroof and your radio antennas right there. Around the rear, you can see your really interesting glass design on the back of the Veloster. Especially on a model with the sunroof like this one, it almost feels like the entire roof is glass. On the back, your dual tipped exhaust down in the middle, and you do have the factory Veloster plate holder on this one. On the passenger side, your third door in typical Veloster fashion, and down below, this one is riding on Nexen tires. They are a brand new set of tires too that are shot put on this one. They are 215/40 ZR18s, so 18-inch alloy wheels, rear disc brakes, of course. And this is just a really cool looking, fun to drive little car. Great gas mileage, especially in one like this one with the manual transmission. Up front, halogen headlights, fog lights. You do have on the key itself, lock, unlock, and then press and hold. And it will unlock the trunk. Just release it right there. And inside, go ahead and step in. This one does have the black cloth and partial leather interior. You can see your gray in the middle and then your black leather around the edges. And the interior of this vehicle is a really cool design. This one does have the original Veloster floor mats as well. To start, foot on the clutch. Just insert the key. You can hear the car actually does have its own welcome chime, which is pretty cool. Go ahead and close the door. And inside, this one does have a leather wrapped steering wheel with nice and surprisingly tight power steering. On the wheel itself, you have your audio system, Bluetooth phone controls, and then cruise control on this side. On the door itself, it's all rubberized up top, padded leather around here, and padded stitched leather on the armrest. Power windows, driver's side is automatic up and down. Power locks, and then your power mirrors are up here. Door handle. And then down below, you have some storage. Over here is your gauge dimmer. And then the dashboard itself, once again, is all rubberized material. It feels and looks great. In the middle, you have your tachometer, speedometer, as well as your engine temperature and fuel gauge. You can see this one has just over 77,000 miles on it. Center channel for the audio system up top, and then your BlueLink system right here in the middle, which does have your audio system, AM, FM, CD, auxiliary in, all of that. It sounds great. Like I said, this one does have the Dimension audio. AM, FM, CD, satellite radio, auxiliary in, Bluetooth audio streaming, all of that. It's very simple, easy to use. You have different phone controls and everything else. Down here, single zone manual climate control, nice and simple to use. All of your different zones, everything else, fan speed, and then temperature. Hazards. And right here is your Veloster badge. Passenger airbag indicator, as well as your traction control on and off. Storage down here, USB, auxiliary in, as well as 2 power outlets. And then right here, of course, this one does have the 6-speed manual transmission. Very, very nice. I swear I think this is the only transmission that should be offered on this vehicle. It makes it so much fun, and this one has an added little bonus I'll show later in the video that makes the manual even more fun, but it's a very smooth transmission. Typical Hyundai too, it's insanely easy to drive. This would be a perfect car for someone learning how to drive manual. Pull up on this little collar right here, and go forward for reverse. Parking brake, and then back here, 2 cup holders, storage, which is dual tier. The seats are pretty comfortable actually. You have your leather around the edges, cloth in the middle. Over here, storage inside, auto dimming review mirror up top with garage home link and your BlueLink built in. It's the interior lighting, and another very cool feature, especially for a car of this price range, push right here. This one does have a power sunshade for the sunroof. And you can see too, this car has a nice large sunroof. Push again, and it will open. You have a wind deflector up front. And just close it from right there. Overall, the interior is a very nice place to be. I've always thought the Veloster was a really cool, unique car. And now for the money, these really are a great buy. Step out. Driver's side, automatic window down. And pop the hood. Inside of the trunk, can open it from right here. You can see in the Veloster, you get a nice amount of space too. It's a very deep storage compartment. And then of course the seats do fold down very easily. And you can see, that gives you a great amount of room. This one does include both the original carpeted rear floor mats. And underneath all of this, you have your tire inflator kit and everything else. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this is a 3-door car. There's only a door on the passenger side to access the rear seat. But despite that, it does not mean the back seat is actually the worst place in the world. The opening may be a bit tight, but I'm 6'2". You can see this seat's actually a little bit further back than where I'd sit in the driver's seat, and I can still fit behind myself. I mean, this may not be a car for road trips and everything, but I can easily sit back here. It's nice and comfortable. Cloth on the seats, and then the same leather follows through. Storage, 2 cup holders, and you have a back seat pocket on the passenger side. Everything on the door, rubberized, padded armrest, and then your power window controls. You can see that really cool sunroof as well. On the door over here, storage compartment. I'd say probably the worst part about the back seat is you do kind of have to duck your head a little bit just because of the roof line, but still, it's really not as bad as you'd expect for such a small car. Up front, manual passenger seat as you'd expect in something like this. And then inside of here, this one does have all of the original owner's literature, all of the booklets and everything, including the original multimedia disc that came with the car. And up front, you can see the halogen headlights, LED daytime running lights, and fog lights. And then under the hood, this one does have Hyundai's 1.6-liter GDI 4-cylinder. So this is a direct injected engine. And like I said, this one has a little added bonus. It does have a K&N cold air intake system, which is really cool, and it really adds a neat sound to the car. You can see it's properly installed as well. Everything under here is very clean and great shape. This car is just a blast to drive with the manual transmission. Give it a quick rev just to show you that intake. You can hear it actually has a pretty unique sound to it. Bring the automatic driver's side window back up. Cut the vehicle off right here. And cut the headlights off as well. As always, this vehicle is for sale at Volvo of Richmond here in Richmond, Virginia. If you are interested in this Veloster, please let Volvo of Richmond know you saw this video. Thanks for watching.